I've already laid out all of the supplies that we are going to be working with today. Kennedy has picked out this Minnie Mouse print ribbon. She is going to use this bow as a birthday gift for her friend Lydia. We have to attend her party this weekend, and what better way to jazz up a gift than a handmade bow. So we're going to be using this as the focal point of the bow. And I've already went ahead and cut my ribbon strips, everything that I need, right down to the spikes and surround the bow. This is going to be the topper for the bow, and it's going to be 25 inches, and this is a 1-inch width ribbon. So yeah, this is going to make a nice 3.5-inch twisted boutique bow. Also went ahead and cut the pieces for our surround bow, which will be this red and this black, and I'm using a 5/8 inch ribbon. I'm going to give you the exact measurements for every single bow part down below in the descriptions box, as well as all of the tutorials you will need, so don't worry. Also clipped up my spikes for the bow. I'm going to be working with this cute black and red dot on white. All of these are 7/8 inch. And I went ahead and trimmed all of these 6 inches long. I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 of these. This is black and white. Look at those dots. I love this. And they've got like a little bit of shimmer to them. Alright, so I've got 2 pieces of those. And then just a basic red and white dot, just like Minnie's bow. And then I've also got a Swiss dot, and this is black and white. So I trimmed up my spikes. All I have to do is clip the ends and heat seal. And I've also got other ribbons that I'm not really sure if I'm going to use. I might use this for spikes as well, since it's got all of the colors that I need. I love it. It's a chevron. It's fabulous. It's got a little bit of glitter in there too. Then I found these little kisses and hearts and all that, and Kennedy really liked this. I'll try to incorporate it somehow. Hopefully I can. Maybe some side bows. We'll see. Also got my Stiff and Quick. Of course, you'll need your lighter for heat sealing, and I'm working with my long handled lighter today. I've got scissors and upholstery thread, and we're just going to do a basic stacked boutique bow today. First bow part, which is going to be a pinwheel. I'm going to make a simple 4-inch pinwheel. A pinwheel is a flat bow, and I want a flat bow for this specific bow because everything on top of it is going to be loopy and full, and you're not even going to notice the base bow at all. Alright, so I went ahead and dug out my 4.5-inch piece of cardboard. Yes, I made this cardboard. I didn't actually make the cardboard. I just cut the flap off of a box. It's 4.5 inches. That's what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and make the pinwheel bow. Again, this is going to be a 4-inch pinwheel. Just want to go around your cardboard piece, and then you can just slide it off, and you don't have to worry about it shifting or anything. Alright, there it is off. Now I'm just going to go in the center. If you're having a hard time finding the center, you can use a saline clip, but I like to just go with the flow, so to speak. So I'm just going to go and press down the very center to crease my bow, and then I'm just going to tie it off with my upholstery thread. The next thing you're going to do is you're just going to take your scissors and you want to trim up the ends of your pinwheel. You'll have one on each side, one at the top, one at the bottom. You'll need to fluff up your loops, of course, just pry them apart, make them straight and even, and then I'm just going to do some simple V-cuts down here with my scissors, just like that. And of course, where's my lighter? We'll heat seal. And I'll do the exact same thing to the other side. This one's a little bit longer, so I just have to guesstimate. Alright, but there we go. And then you'll just want to fluff it up. You can give it a spritz with your stiff and quick and set it aside and work on the next bow part. Okay, the reason that I love using embroidery floss or upholstery thread is you can wrap it and tug on this stuff really hard and tight, and it's not going to break, because once you have secured your spikes with the thread, you're going to take it and you're going to pry on them and pull and tug. You want all of your spikes even in shape and form, so you just give them a tug, and if you're using this stuff right here, it will allow you to tug it and you don't have to worry about it breaking. Alright, so go ahead and give it a tug, straighten out all your spikes, and then you can go around and trim up all of your ends and heat seal. I've got all 4 of my bow parts laying here. Of course, I am being very impatient today. Mine are still semi-wet from spraying them with the Stiff and Quick, but I'm going to go ahead and assemble everything together, and then it will still give time to dry. But we're going to go ahead and put all 4 bow parts together. I'm going to start with my pinwheel base bow. This is going to go on the very bottom. Then I'm going to add a little bit of glue right here in the middle. I'm going to put my spikes right on top of that, a little more glue, surround a bow, a little more glue, twisted boutique topper. And then I'm going to secure everything with my upholstery thread one more time before I glue it to my clip. Okay, and if you were following along in the video, you will notice that after I glued each part to each other, I went ahead and wrapped it with my upholstery thread, and I always do this just to make sure this bow right here is not going to shift on a little girl's head. I want to make sure all of my parts are going to stay where they're supposed to go. Now, you take your bow, you're going to need to fluff it up, make sure your surround bows are just like you want them. Anything out of shape, you can fix it, give it a nice little spray one more time, and then we can set this up to dry. Okay, and once again, when I get ready to attach my bow to the clip, I use some of my embroidery thread as well, and I wrap it around the clip and the bow before I add the centerpiece, which is a 3/8 piece of ribbon, 3/8 inches of ribbon, and I wrap this around twice after wrapping it with the embroidery floss or the upholstery thread. And if you do that, guys, your bow's not going to shift and it's not going to come off the clip anytime soon. I've never had any issue. And then you want to just turn your bow over on the other side, get your glue gun and make sure all of the, not your glue gun, your lighter, and make sure all of your glue strings are gone. You want the back to look as pretty as the front. Well, it's not going to be as pretty as the front, but you don't want glue globs everywhere or anything not heat sealed or what have you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add something in the center, and then we can wrap this baby up and get it to the gift recipient. Okay, here is the bow completely finished. I decided not to go with a mini center because we are going to let the ribbon up here, the Minnie Mouse ribbon, do its thing and be the focal point of the bow. And I think it's plenty mini. We get it, mini, red, black, white, dot. Yeah, it's mini. But what I did do was add a giant, well, it's not giant, but it's a rather large sequin bow in the middle with a black sequin button right there in the center. Minnie loves bows, I love bows, we all love bows, so everybody's happy. And then on the sides we also have black sequin bows with red sequin glittery buttons. There's another one on the opposite side. I happen to love it. I hope Miss Lydia loves her bow that Kennedy picked out all the ribbons for, and she has a very, very happy birthday. As always, check down below in the descriptions box for all of the tutorials for this bow, as well as measurement information, and hopefully I'll have another bow along up for you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.